After the major mineral resources, which consist of mainly metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals, today we can discuss about the power resources, from where we can generate power for industries, for various sectors. So it includes mainly coal, then petroleum products, then uranium, thorium, there's a nuclear products. Yes, these all come under the power resources. So in India, when we say about the power resource, one of the important resource is the coal. So what is this coal? Important is in India, if you take 70% of the commercial power use is being supported by this coal. This means a thermal energy produced karega, and that power is being used in the commercial, for the commercial use. And for industries, mainly the iron and steel industry, there is a bigger industries where using this coal almost 94% for their power generation. That is the relevance of coal in India. We have the nuclear power stations, we have the hydroelectric power stations, we have other thermal power stations, but the major fuel that we are using in the thermal power station is the coal. And as we said, it is abundant in India. It is, if we take one of the 5 countries which have abundance in coal, India will come in that. Sometimes it will become 3rd, sometimes 4th, sometimes 2nd, ISA, or the change hoga. But we have abundance in the coal deposits. Actually, what is this coal? Coal is an inflammable organic substance composed mainly of hydrocarbon. So, ये जो चीज है, this is a substance, inflammable है. This substance is mainly made of hydrocarbons. So, the hydrogen compound and carbon compounds in the coal, which is giving the energy, which is producing the energy, this hydrogen and carbon. When it gets burned, the energy will be released. So that energy is converting to light energy and heat energy. This heat and light energy is considered as the fuel for this thermal power plant. Electricity generation के लिए for thermal power plant, we are using the heat energy and the light energy which is being released when we burn the coal. So it also contains the volatile matters, both है इसके अंदर, like spongy, like moisture content है इसके अंदर, like ashes है इसके अंदर. So multiple volatile materials है इसके अंदर along with hydrocarbon. So that we can say it as impurities, ऐसा कुछ बोल सकते हैं. Based on the carbon content, we are analyzing the quality of the coal. And as these are deposition of organic matter, what kind of, mainly the plants and food होगा, plants and animals का वो होगा, mainly plants है, different plants का वो deposition है, उसी from there the coal is generating. Coal is forming, not generated, it is forming naturally. So it is been mainly seen in the sedimentary rock. As we are depending too much on this coal, we are also calling this coal as the black gold. what is this black call? It is actually the call. So how this call is forming? So I said it is some deposition of plants. So actually these plants mainly consist of terrestrial plants का deposition है. The plant debris get transported by water and get deposit under water in the जो water body के नीचे इसका तो वो धरती अपर surface में land area में जहाँ पे trees है, sometimes it will fall to the water, otherwise it will be directly अभी subsidence हो गया तो उसी एरिया का पूरा प्लांट वो नीचे आ जाएगा, धरती के नीचे आएगा. So other one is इसको तो ट्रांसपोर्ट करके when it get fall down like the leaves or the ender trees, when it get fall down it is being transported by the water and is being deposited in the river basins. The sedimentation process continues and deposit is covered completely with minerals and sands. तो इसके ऊपर as we know when the river transport these materials, plants debris, along with that it also carries different sand लेके आएगा, clay लेके आएगा, other sediments also being carried by the river, ये भी लेके आता है, and it will be deposited over the plant debris. तो ऊपर इसका तो पूरा entirely cover करेगा. That is called the core seams. That is the core seams. So after deposition हो गया, the metamorphosis of the wood occurs because of temperature and pressure effect. ये कैसे है? तो deposit किया है, इसके ऊपर multiple layers of sediments will be there. So continuously years to years there is deposition of sediments. तो ये लेयर के ऊपर जहां पे प्लांट था, जहां पे प्लांट अभी था, इसके ऊपर कंटिन्यूअसली डिपोजिशन हो रहा है. तो ऊपर से इसका वेट ज्यादा हो रहा है, वो जो ऊपर वाला सेडिमेंट्स का, दैट विल इंक्रीज द प्रेशर एंड फ्रॉम द बॉटम. तो ऐसा हो गया, अंदर हो गया, तो बॉटम से देयर विल बी टेम्परेचर हाई, देयर विल बी टेम्परेचर भी उसी एरिया पे ज्यादा होगा, बिकॉज देयर इज नो वे टू एस्केप. तो प्रेशर भी ज्यादा हो गया, टेम्परेचर भी ज्यादा हो गया. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज दिस डेब्रिस, प्लांट डेब्रिस और द वुड व्हिच इज बीइंग कैरीड अंडरगोस मेटामॉर्फिज्म. तो इसमें चेंजेस होगा जस्ट लाइक द रॉक्स. The initial form of debris materials includes various kind of decay and degradation because of bacterial and fungal action. So पहले वाला तो ऐसा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन फंगल और बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन के साथ होगा, उसके साथ बाद में ये मेटामॉर्फोसिस होकर इसका चेंजेस होता है. The organic matter in the initial which is water saturated, spongy and plant derived is known as the peat. So first type of वो बीच में है, it's not become coal and it is not the plant debris. So it is in a transition stage. उसी टाइम में जो प्रोडक्ट है that is the peat, and the process of making this peat is known as the peatification. It is not pure coal, it is not pure plant debris. It is between the first stage of coal formation, we can say, that is called peat, and the process is called peatification. Again what happens is, again there will be deposition, there will be high temperature and high pressure. So this peat will again convert to finally the coal. This process is called coalification. So become finally coal. The quality of this coal depends upon the pressure, which is ऊपर से जितना भी ज्यादा pressure हो, जितना भी ज्यादा temperature हो, जितना भी ज्यादा sedimentation इसके ऊपर हो रहा है, and all this depends upon the time. So all this determines the quality of the coal. अच्छा quality होने के लिए the coal should undergo high pressure, high temperature. There will be lot of sedimentation इसके ऊपर. Then only there will be high pressure and temperature, and it requires years, 10 to millions of years it requires for the conversion of this plant debris to coal. जितना भी ज्यादा टाइम लेगा उतना अच्छा क्वालिटी coal we will get. This is how the coal is forming. Now we can see various types of coal. इसमें से एक I have discussed, that is peat, the first stage of coal formation. इससे other than this, we have three main varieties of coal. The सबसे अच्छा quality है anthracite, then the bituminous, and lower quality lignite. How we will say the quality? It depends upon the carbon content. कितना ज्यादा कार्बन है उतना अच्छा क्वालिटी होगा this for this coal. As I said, it is hydrocarbon. So this hydrocarbon is the energy maker. Heat and light energy को is produced by this hydrogen carbon. तो जितना ज्यादा कार्बन इसके अंदर है उतना अच्छा क्वालिटी होगा this for this coal. So anthracite have, if you look, 80 to 90% carbon content है इसके अंदर. It is hard है, compact है, and it has jet black in color. So first variety is the anthracite. It is being followed by, इसके थोड़ा नीचे है, that is actually bituminous. Because when it heats, it releases a fluid called bitumen. Bitumen जैसा एक fluid ये release करेगा. That is why it is known as the bituminous. This is the widely used coal. क्योंकि anthracite में उतना अच्छा quality है. तो quality अच्छा है से quantity usually it will come down. So here for all purpose mostly we are depending on bituminous. इसके अंदर there will be 40 to 80% carbon content होगा. Maximum will cover 60 to 80% carbon इसके अंदर होगा. इसका characteristic है, it is dense, compact, and black in color. So this anthracite and bituminous has black color. The third quality is the lignite. It is also known as the brown coal because it looks like brown, not pure black color. Why? Because the carbon content, carbon as we know, it is pure, it is in black color में है. Most of the carbon other than diamond. So carbon content है, content इसमें कम है, 40 to 55% है. That's why it looks brown color. And it is friable in nature है, and it consists of high moisture content. So high moisture content का क्या problem है? अभी कुछ चीज उसमें moisture content ज्यादा है तो उसमें से ज्यादा ash आ जाएगा, smoke आ जाएगा. This will create smoke. Too much of smoke इसके अंदर से आ जाएगा. So this, yes, it's produce energy, but it has some problem aspect, environmental problem aspect. And the last grade है usually इसका तो this is also being used for energy production, but not in that much bigger scale because it consists less than 40% of carbon content है this peat के अंदर, and it is the first stage of coal formation. So these are the major varieties of coal: anthracite, bituminous, lignite, and peat. Then now we can look at the distribution of coal. So बाकी तो when we studied about other minerals and mineral resources, ऐसा नहीं था. We have gone through कौन सी state पे है. But this coal in India, is divided into two based on the time period of formation. कौन सी time में बना? So we know that older, जितना भी time ज्यादा है, इसका मतलब है उतना अच्छा quality coal is there. So in Gondwana, so it is been divided into two. So one is in Gondwana period, another one is in tertiary, that is in recent time. Just because quaternary and recent period, the tertiary period comes. तो tertiary period and Gondwana period में दो time frame में ये कॉल बनाया है. So the first important one is the Gondwana coal fields. It is of 250 million years old है, उतना सा old है. And in India, 98% of the total reserve and 99% of the total production of coal is depending on this Gondwana coal fields. So as this statement is Gondwana is saying, so this is mainly in the peninsular India mein you can find most of these Gondwana coal fields. The second one is the tertiary coal fields. 15 to 60 million years old है. Almost 1% इसका production in India है, 2% इसका reserve भी है. Coal is confined to extra peninsular area, not in peninsular area. Mainly seen in, if you say, northeast India में इसका ज़्यादा presence है. Other than this, we have some in Jammu and Kashmir. So Gondwana coals, इसमें total production है 3,17,000 इसका. On the other hand, in the tertiary coals का production है 1,500, उतना कम है. Times है इसका production 2,000. This is the data of 2018. Let's see where this Gondwana field is being distributed. Mainly found in the peninsular plateauic region में है. So India is the third largest producer है after China and USA. This Gondwana coal field से maximum इसका production भी हो रहा है. The first state is Chhattisgarh, maximum. This state has 16% of the total coal reserves. 16%, and in production it is almost 21% of coal in India. Especially in the northern part of the state, Chhattisgarh, you can see this coal. Some of the important coal fields are the Korba, Birampur, Hasdo Arnat, Chirmir, Lakhanpur, Jilmil, Johila, Sonhar, Tatapani Ramkota, then Tatapani coal field. इसी एरिया पे छत्तीसगढ़ में सबसे ज्यादा coal reserves है. After Chhattisgarh, we have deposition in Jharkhand. If you take iron and steel, manganese, ये सब लेने से bauxite, you can see the concentration in the same districts, states. So here also in coal, it is mainly in Chhattisgarh हो गया. Second one is Jharkhand. 28% of the coal reserve, and यहाँ production कम है. 20% of the coal production in India. There are 21 prominent coal fields in Jharkhand, of which 8 are in Dumka and 7 in Hazaribagh district पे है इसका, and 3 in each in Dhanbad and Palamu में है इसका maximum distribution. Jharia, Bokaro, Girdhi, Karanpura are the first 4 producing coal producing districts. Now, coal fields include Karanpura, Ramgarh, Auranga, Hattar, the Daltongang, then Devgarh, Jayanti, and Dashmahal coal fields. All these in Jharkhand. After Jharkhand, we have Odisha. Odisha is the second largest with regards to coal reserve में सबसे second largest होगा 24.64%. But production is comparatively less 19% production of the country. यहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा in then Kanalin, Sambalpur and Sundargarh districts में. The culture field ranks second in reserves. ओडिशा में कल्चर फील्ड है सेकंड रैंक आफ्टर रानीगंज. रानीगंज सबसे ज्यादा है, उसके बाद हो गया कल्चर. These two are the highest have the highest reserve for reserves. Then after Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Orissa, fourth one is Andhra Pradesh and right now it is Telangana as well. So reserve हो गया 7.7% and production is 9.69% of India. The major district are Adilabad, इसमें है गोदावरी. Then Karimnagar, Warangal, Khammam, then East Godavari and West Godavari region में यहाँ सबसे ज्यादा coal fields है. Other than this, there is deposition in Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal. So these are the other states. If you look, it comes mostly in the eastern side of northeastern side of peninsula area पे सबसे ज्यादा है. यहाँ झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़, आंध्र प्रदेश, ओडिशा, Telangana are the important. Gondwana coal fields. So Gondwana हो गया. Then we have tertiary coal fields. उसमें quality उतना अच्छा नहीं है, but it is mainly distributed in northeastern India, mainly in Assam, Meghalaya, and our state Arunachal Pradesh. These three states में tertiary coal fields है. Associated with limestone and slates of Eocene or Oligocene, Eocene or Oligocene and Miocene age में. So almost recent है geological time scale में this coal fields. It is mainly seen in Assam. In Assam, it is mainly seen in Makkum, Nazaria, Mikir Hills, Dili Jaipur, and Lakhuni. The total reserve of all type of coal in this coal field is estimated to be 236 million tons. Is Assam. Then after Assam, it is Meghalaya. Meghalaya में mainly in घासी जैंतिया and गारो hills में है सबसे ज्यादा coal deposition. Garo, Khasi, Jayantia. If you look, you can understand that when we studied about the peninsular plateau, we said there is a eastward extension of this peninsular plateau. That is the Garo, Kashi, Jayantia. So यहाँ में भी you can find the presence of coals. The total coal is all types यहाँ मेघालय में estimate to be 459 million tons. Then in Garo, the main coal fields is Dharangiri. And in Kashi and Jayantia, it is Siju, Chirapunji, Ditringu, Malong, Langrin. ये सब है important coal fields. After Assam and Meghalaya, we have coal fields in Arunachal Pradesh में हमारा स्टेट में. Upper Assam coal belt extend towards Namchik Namru coal field. इसका extension है, that is extending towards Arunachal Pradesh में. यहाँ coal field का thickness है almost 14 to 19 meters thick में we will get the coal. But यहाँ volatile materials इसी area पे ज़्यादा है, so the quality of the coal is comparatively less. Other than this, the tertiary coal fields can be seen in Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. So these are the major coal deposits in tertiary periods. If you look, you can see the major coal deposition areas of Northeast India में लेने से इतना area पे you can find it. And if you take India, it is mainly seen, if I said, in northeastern part of the peninsula, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, you can see mainly, and in distribution in northeastern India mein also you can see the coal fields. इसमें number लिखा है, you can see the which are the important coal fields here. So ये हो गया दो main coal fields of India. But I said the third quality coal is the lignite. Sorry, the second quality coal is the lignite. Anthracite and bituminous, इसमें से we are using maximum bituminous है. Other than this, we are using lignite coal as well for producing thermal energy. इसमें क्या है, extraction इसका तो consumption के लिए और ज़्यादा पैसा डालना पड़ेगा, but we are using the lignite also for energy production. So where this lignite is being produced, is production and distribution is maximum. So Puducherry and Tamil Nadu has the highest reserves and production of lignite. Puducherry size में बहुत कम है, इसलिए तो quantity. When we compare the size, it has maximum production, but it is when compared to other states are bigger, so production comparatively less है देखने में. Size-wise proportion, it is very high in Puducherry, but the first and important state where we will get the lignite is the Tamil Nadu. The Neyveli lignite field of Kudalur district has the largest deposit of lignite in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia से भी इसका सबसे. It's produced 1,168 million ton of lignite. It has that much of reserve with it. After Tamil Nadu, we have Puducherry. It is estimated to be 250 million tons of reserve in Puducherry. Puducherry, it's a union territory का part है, तो उतना ज़्यादा size नहीं है, union territory का छोटा है, फिर भी it has a reserve of 250 million. तो इसका extension है, actually it is extension of Tamil Nadu का ही extension उसी area पे जा रहा है. The main deposits are reported at Bahur, Aranganur, Kanyankovil, Pudukkadai and Wadapura. इसी एरिया पे we can see the lignite deposit. So after Tamil Nadu, if we take the size wise, it is the Gujarat comes the second. Mainly seen in Kutch district at Humasar, Lefsi, Jalrai, Baranda and Bharuch डिस्ट्रिक्ट पे गुजरात में सबसे ज्यादा है. Nearly 30% of the production. is in Gujarat. Then Rajasthan. यहाँ पलना इन बीकानेर एंड बार्मर डिस्ट्रिक्ट पे मैक्सिमम लिग्नाइट डिपॉजिट है इन राजस्थान. Other than Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Puducherry, we have lignite deposit in small amounts in Jammu Kashmir, Kerala, and in West Bengal. This is the distribution of lignite. Lignite coal in India. So this is a second grade hai. इसमें से we can use that for production of thermal power plant में this can be used. This lignite can be also used. So these are some of the data. Maximum कितना production है as per Ministry of Coal 2018 का data है. You can refer it. I don't think any kind of question will come from here, but for your knowledge, I am adding this to this PPT. When you are referring, you can go through this. Also, I have attached some of the reference that I have used. So this is one of the power resource in India. So after this coal, we have the petroleum production in India. Petroleum बोलने से most of our demand is being supported from export. Export, we are mostly depending on export. So Saudi Arabia, Arabian countries से maximum ले रहे. Now we are taking that from Russia as well. So ऐसा बाहर से we are taking the petroleum products. We have the petroleum products in India. Petroleum in India. Petroleum products बोलने से it include petrol, diesel, kerosene, natural gas. Everything will come under. So इसका है, we have the reserves, but we don't have that much, and also the extraction cost is comparatively higher. So we are exporting the we are importing the petroleum from other countries. Not exporting, it's importing. So let's see the petroleum production in India. It is also just like हमारा कार्बन है, यहाँ भी इसका अंदर सबसे ज्यादा है हाइड्रोकार्बन. Hydrocarbon, when it's burned, it will release energy. So petrol or crude petroleum में भी हाइड्रोकार्बन का presence ज्यादा है. It is available in all the forms. Solid form में है, liquid form में है, and gaseous form में we will get it. As most of the petroleum product that we are using is in liquid form or gaseous form, it is compact and easily convenient to carry as well. So pipeline, उसका pipeline transport, new मतलब airways, waterways, roadways, ये सब के बाद we are studying about another transportation, that is pipeline transport, where we are mostly carrying this kind of liquid resources, like mainly petroleum products through pipelines. So ये तो ऐसा है, where this petroleum can be seen, there will be a hard, ऐसा एक तो hard rock का एक layer होगा bottom. इसके सामने इधर भी बीच में भी you can see the hard rock, and in between you can see soft rocks है इसमें. And maximum petroleum is available here. इसके ऊपर ऐसा rocks होगा. These are impermeable rocks है. इसके बीच में थोड़ा सा एक वेंड होगा. इसके यहाँ पेट्रोलियम रिजर्व होगा, and the bottom layer is also hard rock. Impermeable rock होगा इसी एरिया में. So it will act as a basin. ऐसे एक basin जैसा इसका. So you can यहाँ से इसका तो escape नहीं हो पाएगा. So there should be geological support as well. Geological support भी होनी चाहिए. तो क्या करेगा? यहाँ we will dig a well. Petroleum wells we will dig and we will extract these petroleum through this. So as यहाँ एक रिजर्व है, यहाँ एक टैंक है, इसके अंदर पेट्रोलियम होगा। तो ऐसा दिस इज नेचुरल रिजर्वॉयर्स है पेट्रोलियम का। सो वी कांट रिन्यू इट, रिन्यू नहीं कर पाएगा। सो दीज आर एक्चुअली नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्स के अंदर ही आ जाएगा दिस पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स, मोस्टली सीन इन द रॉक्स, मियोसीन रॉक्स के अंदर ही in India we are having this petroleum products. So oil fields in India is mainly divided into northeastern oil field, western Indian oil fields, western India में oil field है। तो ईस्ट एंड वेस्ट दो तरह का डिविजन किया है। Other than this, we have oil fields. We are divided into coastal area, western coast, eastern coastal area पे divide किया है। Other than this, we have onshore and offshore oil field aspect. तो division बहुत ज्यादा है, लेकिन extraction बहुत कम है। The first one is northeastern India में कहाँ पर है? Mainly the oil fields in India. Northeast India is in Assam. We have Arunachal Pradesh में भी है, then Tripura में भी we have. सबसे important one, as all of us know, that is Digboy, oldest oil field है, 𝐬𝐿 oil field, 𝐬𝐿 field है. Now it is not that much active है this oil field, but एक time था maximum extraction we are doing it from this Assam Digboy से भी petroleum का extraction कर रहा था। And in Arunachal Pradesh it is Manambhom, Kharsang and Charai। इसी एरिया पे maximum oil fields था। उतना ज्यादा don't think it is a bigger reserve, it is a small reserve that we have. In India if we take, it is not that much bigger. Whole India लेने से उतना ज्यादा नहीं है, we have the reserve. And in Tripura it is Manmum Bhanga, then Manu and Ambi Basar। इसी एरिया पे we have the oil field reserves। ये नाम थोड़ा याद रखना है, क्योंकि आज it is we are in Arunachal Pradesh, there may be chance of asking questions। यहाँ ये इसमें से एक तो पूछेगा, बोलेगा इस फ्रॉम विच स्टेट में ये ऑयल फील्ड है, ऐसा पूछने का चांसेस है। तो सेकंड वन इज वेस्टर्न इंडियन ऑनशोर फील्ड। ऑनशोर मींस इट इन द लैंड है, लैंड में। तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया हो गया। नाउ वी आर मूविंग टू वेस्टर्न साइड में। यहाँ सबसे ज्यादा है गुजरात, एंड राइट नाउ इट इज बीन एक्सटेंडिंग टू राजस्थान as well, mainly seen in Gulf of Kambad। Then Ankleshwar, the first major oil field came in 1958। Kambad or Lunach field, Ahmedabad and Kalol field। इतना सा oil field है in गुजरात में, गुजरात region में। You can see this much of oil fields। Then we have Rajasthan, mainly the banner district of Rajasthan में है। It is also seen in Saraswati and Rajeshwari region में भी you can find the depots, oil field deposition है गुजरात में। So these are the West India onshore inland field है। Now West Coast offshore oil field। So this is the area right now we are having maximum reserve and maximum production। It is Mumbai High। So this is actually in sea में है, located in the continental shelf coast of Maharashtra, about 176 kilometer northwest of Mumbai। इसी एरिया पे है, and Miocene age का है इसमें। covers almost 2500 square kilometer। उतना बड़ा एरिया में we have the reserve and we have the production। Still we are not self-sufficient in the oil production। After this Mumbai field, within the Mumbai High, you can see basin located south of Mumbai High region में basin है, Alibet भी है, Gulf of Khambat about 45 किलोमीटर ऑफ भावनगर, Gulf of Khambat उधर एक अलीबट आइलैंड है, that is also in sea में है, almost 45 किलोमीटर है mainland से. So these are the western coast offshore oil field, Mumbai High, Basin and Alibet. After that we have eastern coast. So western coast हो गया, eastern coast में है, but not that much. Northeast India में है, western India में, western side of India में है. Then we have in western coast में offshore में है, onshore में है, offshore में है. Now we are moving to eastern coast. The basin and deltaic region of Godavari, the Krishna and Kaveri rivers. The Nariman and 𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗆 oil fields in Kaveri onshore basin है ये सब, and Krishna and Godavari basin में. ये है Godavari and Krishna, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri basin में इसका production है in very small quantity में. We are extracting the oil, natural petroleum. You look at this, you can see यहाँ में एक concentration है mainly here. Then इसी area पे है oil fields, if you coal fields, if you think, you can see the concentration of oil fields also at this point. And petroleum products, if you look, you can see this area. This is the Gulf of Khambat है. You see Gulf means इसका वाटर बॉडी होगा, तीन साइड में पानी कवर होगा. So this is the Gulf of Khambat region यह है, and this is Gulf of Kutch. So इसी एरिया पे you can see the presence of petroleum. So ये है पेट्रोलियम का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, उतना ज्यादा नहीं है. Which are the state याद रखना है, some of the names भी याद रखना है, especially from the northeastern side से. Now we can see what are the strategic petroleum reserve. ये भी पूछ सकते हैं, what is the strategic petroleum reserve? Strategic petroleum reserve ऐसा है, अभी we have an emergency, we are exporting, importing petroleum from other Arabian countries से, USA, Russia ऐसा countries से we are exporting. But कुछ तो crisis हो गया, we have lost good relationship with these nations. क्या हो गया, हमारा energy, वो petroleum mainly is using for energy purpose के लिए, तो energy purpose के लिए we don't have the petroleum, और जैसे नहीं मिलेगा, so we need to reserve it, we will keep it as reserve, we don't use that. So that is actually strategic petroleum reserves. We don't have that much. If they don't give, we have maximum of 3 to 4 days. उतना सा maximum reserve होगा, we can go for. पूरा इंडिया को चलाने के लिए उतना ज़्यादा ही we have the total reserve to ensure energy security of the country by serving as a cushion during any external supply dispute. तो disruption होने से उसको तो प्रिवेंट करना. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया सेट अप 5.33 मिलियन मेट्रिक टन्स ऑफ स्ट्रैटेजिक क्रूड ऑयल हमारे पास है. इसमें से सबसे ज्यादा है विशाखापट्टनम में है, मैंगलोर में है एंड पदूर में we have the reserve. Another 6.5 million metric tons of crude oil is being planned in strategic petroleum reserve phase 2 में we are planning, that is in Odisha and Karnataka. These are the two strategic petroleum plants we have, and existing crude oil storage we have 1.33 million metric ton Visakhapatnam में है, 1.5 million metric ton Mangalore, that is in Karnataka, and 2.5 million ton Padur में we have the reserves. Crude oil import in India, as I said, it is mainly from Arabian countries में है, USA से है, अफ्रीकन कंट्री से है, रशिया में से है, रशिया और यूएसए से उतना ज्यादा नहीं है. मेनली वी आर फ्रॉम अरेबियन कंट्री से वी आर इंपोर्टिंग द पेट्रोलियम और क्रूड ऑयल. क्रूड ऑयल ऐसा है दैट इज एक्चुअली नेचुरल पेट्रोलियम है. उसमें तो उतना ज्यादा रिफाइनरी से काम कुछ नहीं किया होगा, डायरेक्टली एक्सट्रैक्टेड ऑयल है. इंडिया वाज द सेकंड टॉपेस्ट क्रूड ऑयल इंपोर्टर. वर्ल्ड में सेकंड, बिकॉज वी हैव दैट मच ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, we need to run that much of infrastructure, industries and other sectors as well. So we are the second largest top crude oil importer. Import of crude oil decreased to 19.26 million tons in January to 19. ये तो याद रखने की जरूरी नहीं है. तो average you can understand that it is almost 200 million metric tons का import we are doing every year में है. So which are the countries that we are depending? Mainly Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Iran, UAE, Nigeria and Venezuela. So इतना states से we are importing maximum petroleum products. That's about the petroleum products के बारे में भी इतना सा है. अभी इसके साथ यूरेनियम, थोरियम ये भी है, लेकिन वी डोंट हैव टू गो फॉर दैट. उधर से क्वेश्चन पूछने का चांसेस नहीं है. यस, दिस इज टीजीटी. इसी एरिया पे कुछ डाउट है? Okay, we can stop for the day.